Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Brenna, and in today's video I am just going to be doing a get ready with me chit chat. I just feel like putting on some makeup today, so that is what I am going to do. So let's just jump right into it. As I am applying these things to my face, I will tell you what I'm applying. I will also have everything linked in the description box down below. That way you can check it out if you want to. The first thing is going to be this NYX The Marshmellow Primer. This is something that I'm currently testing to see if I like. I've used it a couple times and so far so good. My daughter is downstairs yelling at me.
What are you doing?
I'm making a video. Alright, while I let that primer settle into my skin, I am going to do my eyebrows. Yeah, I'm going to do my eyebrows. As always, for my eyebrows, I am going to use my NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen. Absolute favorite. Best brow tint pen that there is out there. Hold my mirror close so I can see. Alright, eyebrows are on. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy. You just go bloop 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 and have eyebrows. Alright, now moving on to foundation. The Loreal True Match Nude Hyaluronic Tinted Serum. Absolute favorites. This is what I reach for constantly. There is another one that I have been using. I think it's the Maybelline 4-in-1 Perfector. I have really been enjoying that stuff for just those days when I want to put on some really quick makeup. But when I want to take my time and do my makeup, I'm definitely reaching for this foundation. Usually I use a makeup sponge, but I have been trying to use a brush simply because I just finished my courses through Online Makeup Academy, and using a brush on people is much more sanitary than using a makeup sponge. In order to use a makeup sponge, you would have to purchase them and then use it that one time on that person and just give it to them or throw it away. So I am trying to get used to using a brush. This flat brush that Online Makeup Academy sent me has actually been perfect. And so I have been using it to apply my foundation. Now we are moving on to concealer. I am trying this Revlon Colorstay Skin Awaken 5-in-1 concealer. This is just the universal neutralizer. This definitely cancels out the dark areas that I have underneath of my eyes and just really does give me an awake look. So yes, what could we talk about? The first thing that comes to mind is my cat, Louie. He is no longer here at home. He is at an animal shelter that's about an hour away from us. He was having some medical issues that we just could not afford to take care of. We miss him so much. We had him for probably, I think it was like 6 or 7 years, possibly 8 years that we had him. He's just had so many troubles in his little cat life. Such as like urinary infections. He was like peeing in our vents downstairs, so whenever the heat would kick on, the whole house would smell like pee. But the one thing that really got me to be like, okay, he needs to go somewhere that can like give him the care that he needs, is he had a sore on his back leg. And that sore, we had taken him to the vet previously for it. They said, oh, it's probably just an abscess that broke open and, you know, just needs to take time to heal. So we bought a cone, tried to cone him a couple of times. Both times he just got the cone right off, and just obviously was licking the wound because it was bothering him. So I need eyeshadow primer. So we did what we needed to do. what the vet said to try to take care of that, and it just was not healing, and it was getting bigger, and it was like bleeding. I was trying to bandage it. It was this whole big ordeal. I'm using the Milani eyeshadow primer. And it just wasn't healing, and I'm like, okay, this isn't healing. Like, something is wrong here. Like, and we can't afford to take him to the vet, because the last time we took him to get the leg taken care of, it was like $200, and that was them being generous with me, because I told them, like, I can't spend more than $200. So they did what they could. So I called, like, looked up some different places, and I called this shelter, and they were like, absolutely, we will take him in, we will give him the care he needs. And they even said, like, hey, when we get him all taken care of, if you want him to come back home, he can. But come to find out, he had skin cancer on his leg. So they did surgery to take the lumps and everything out and get it taken care of. But unfortunately, it's still not healing. They cannot get that leg to heal up. So they're going to have to amputate his little leg. It's his back right leg is what it is. So that's really sad. Hopefully he will adjust well to that. Now I am going to powder or set my under eyes and powder my face with this NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop mattifying powder. I am going to move on to my eyes. I'm using this Wet n Wild Color Icon eyeshadow palette. It's a 5-pan palette, and it is Walking on Eggshells. This seems to be one that a lot of people enjoy. In fact, I was just looking through my makeup, like picking out what I wanted to put on my face today. And I noticed deep in the back of my eyeshadow drawer, I have this Wet n Wild palette. I don't know if you can see it, light's kind of reflecting. And I believe that it's an older version of Walking on Eggshells. I definitely, one of the next things that I want to do is a declutter of my makeup collection, because I have so much stuff, and a lot of it is older products that I can 100% get rid of that definitely have expired, and come up with some type of a system to use the makeup that I currently have. Now, clearly I love makeup, so I will always be buying makeup, but yeah, I just need to come up with some type of a system to use what I have to really test it out, because I want makeup in my collection that I'm actually going to use. I don't want makeup just to have makeup. I'm going to take this nude shade and put it in my crease. Let me get a mirror. I mean, obviously I have a giant mirror, but then I can be facing you guys while applying. My son has started his karate journey, and he is loving it so far. He is 11. We have tried soccer, basketball. I think those are the only 2 sports we've tried. We are not a sports family at all, but I wanted him to get involved in something that he would enjoy, and he has a friend who was in karate at the same dojo. And so we were like, well, we'll go test it out, see if we like it. And he is in love with it. All right, I'm going to take my finger and go into this pinky shade, pinky brown shade, and put it all over the lid. I always have a cloth, washcloth, over here to rub any eyeshadow off my fingers or anything. And I also swirl my brushes on it to make sure that the eyeshadow on it is off before I dip into another color, especially if I'm using just one brush. I was talking to my son last night because he is going into 6th grade next year, which is absolutely insane. I was asking him if he remembered when he went to get his 5-year-old shots for kindergarten, and it was pretty traumatic, so of course he remembers it. And I said, do you remember what the lady told you that day? And he was like, no. And I was like, well, she said after you had gotten your shots, like, oh, don't worry, the next time, or you won't have to come in again until you're going into 6th grade. And he was like, oh, because this summer, that means he'll go in for a physical and get another vaccination. And so it's just insane that it's already that time. Like, where has the time gone? Like, he was in kindergarten, boom, now he's going to be going into 6th grade. Like, I cannot wrap my brain around it. And then I have my youngest, and she is 3. Well, she'll be 4 in July. She desperately wants to go to school. And I know it's because she goes with me to take brother and sister to school every day. She comes with me to pick them up from school every day. So she just knows where they're at, and she also wants to go to school. So I called about preschool for her, and she actually has a preschool screening next week. So, you know, that doesn't make me sad at all. My older 2 did not do preschool because I did in-home daycare, and so I did preschool stuff here at home. And I never felt they really needed it. I don't think Zoe needs it either, but she so desperately wants to go to school that I'm like, it can't hurt her to go to preschool. I just feel bad because I kind of have mom guilt. Like, well, I didn't send my other 2 to preschool and they were home with me and I had that extra time with them. Like, I feel bad sending her and then not spending that extra year with her, you know? It's weird to think that all 3 of my children will be in school next year. So I'm going to take my Naked 2 Basics Urban Decay palette, and this is all matte. I'm going to take the lightest shade in here and try to fix the outer edges of my eye, my shadow. Now I know I just fixed that up, but I'm going to take a smaller brush and go into the dark, deep chocolate color that's in here and get it right on that outer edge of my eye. I was telling everybody that you might be going to preschool.
What?
I was telling my friends that you might be going to preschool. You excited about that?
Yes.
Yeah?
Go to preschool.
I know, we have your screening next week.
Now I'm gonna do a screen test.
Yes, a screen test.
A screen.
Maybe they'll be like, oh, she is too smart. She doesn't need preschool. Do you think they'll say that?
Yes. I mean, no.
No?
No.
Do you want to go to preschool to learn and make new friends?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, now for the lower lash line, still using that Wet n Wild palette, I am going to take like a smaller fluffy brush. And what do I want to do? I am going to take that darker chocolate brown color, place it on my lower lash line, focusing on this outer corner. Now I am going to put on my liquid liner, wherever it is. Where's my liquid liner? Alright, so liquid eyeliner. I'm using the Wet n Wild Breakup Proof Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. This is a no talking process, so I will be right back. Okay, now for the bottom waterline, I'm going to be using this Pinky Rose Hip Hop like eyeshadow stick. Sometimes I like to put either white on the waterline or a peach nude color. It just really opens up the eyes. Okie dokie. I am going to do the rest of my face and then I will do my eyelashes. Moving on to bronzer, I have the L'Oreal Bronze Please. So I live in Illinois, if you don't know, and the weather here has just been really crappy. one day it's really warm, the next day it's really cold. So Saturday, what day are we on now? Today is a Monday. So Saturday it was 80 degrees outside. It was amazing. The kids got to go out and play. Yeah, it was just a really, really nice day. And then today you have a Monday, or it's Monday, and it is like 48 degrees outside. I'm like, can we just like choose a temperature? Like either stay cold or get warm. I mean, I'm not necessarily ready for summer weather. I mean, it's April. So yeah, but just warmer weather, like that 70 degrees. Okay, for blush, I am going to use Essence, the blush. What shade is this? Befitting. I really, really like this blush, and once you put it on, it's not moving. I need to get more of these. I think they have like a few different shades. Now I'm going to use this Kinder Glow highlighter. It's like a highlight palette. So there's four different shades in here. Whew, that is bling-tastic. Alright, so now we're going to do the eyelashes. So I'm going to curl them and then use this Maybelline Curl Bounce mascara. I have the waterproof. If I am purchasing a mascara and it comes in waterproof, I am getting it, because you never know when a good cry is going to hit or some type of an emotion. And I want to make sure that my mascara is not running all over my face. Ooh, that really darkened up my lashes. I love that. Got it on my nose. It's okay. I'll let that dry for a second. So now we're going to move on to lips. The Revlon Colorstay Satin Ink. Alright, now we're going to wipe off this mascara on my nose. Perfect. Just a foundation brush, just in case I picked up any foundation. Alright, setting spray. I almost always forget about setting spray. I am using the Milani Make It Last Matte. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this little chit chat, get ready with me video. Like I said at the beginning, I will have all of the products that I use linked down below in the description box. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. That really does help my video and my channel out. And it lets me know that you like this content that I am creating. If you have any ideas for anything you want to see me do, leave it down in the comments down below. And yep, that is all I have for this one, and I will see you in the next one.